Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. Well, evening in our time, anyway. My name is Giles, and I am your host for today's live stream. I almost said podcast then. I'm joined today by Jackalblood. Jackalblood, thank you very much for joining me this evening. That was short and sweet there. So thank you very much for watching. We're really pleased to do another live stream, particularly after the success of our community day. We had such great feedback about it, and so we're really pleased that we're able to offer another live stream. Hopefully, we can kind of make this a continual thing and do regular ones, maybe once every 3 months or so, on varying topics and everything else like that. So yeah, awesome. So I am your community liaison officer. I've been a little bit absent this week. I've actually had tonsillitis, so if I sound a little bit hoarse, I do apologise. I've literally just gotten over it. I'm now feeling probably about 97% good now. I wasn't very good yesterday, unfortunately, but we are here. We are here to basically talk about QuickBox Pro. What is it? And basically kind of give a little bit of a demonstration as well. We wanted to do this in our previous live stream, but due to technical difficulties, we didn't have the technology set up, unfortunately. But now we do, and so now we're going to do a live demonstration with you and show you exactly what's going on and everything. Just a couple of things. Don't forget to visit our website, www.quickbox.io. You can check out all the information there with regards to the QuickBook Pro license, all our different services that we offer. We'll talk briefly about each service as well, just to let you know what's what and everything. Don't forget to join our Discord channel as well. We've got the link in the scrolly bar thing, so you should be able to pick that up there. If not, Jackalblood is managing our chat, so if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Actually, we're only live on YouTube, so thank you for joining. Don't forget to chat to him. If you've got any questions, please ask them. He'll be there to answer them. If you've got a specific question with regards to a particular application that QuickBooks can run, what's the benefits using QuickBooks Pro versus QuickBooks Community, for example. The whole idea of installing a piece of Linux program onto a server, can be quite daunting. Hopefully, what we can go through with this experience is, show you that it's not that daunting and point you in the right directions as to where you can go to find the relevant bits of information, because we have a fantastic support staff and we have fantastic tools available to help our community and our customers when they are using QuickBooks Pro. So Jackalblood, you are literally our newest support staff member, am I right? How have you been finding it so far? And you also kind of get a wide range of kind of different scenarios that come up as well, in terms of what people are wanting to do, in terms of having their QuickBooks Pro and the different applications that you're using as well. It's really interesting in kind of seeing how people manage their media and how they do that side of things. It's absolutely fantastic. Um, you know, what have been kind of like the weirdest issues that you've come across so far? Damn it. Right, okay. This happened previously. I do apologise. Let me do some adjustments and see what I can do here.
I'm going to go and move over to the chat a minute, see if anyone's talking. Yay! Wait a minute. Does that mean you got the voice or you got the chat? Okay, so we're ready to go live again. All right, just give me a 3, 2, 1. You might also want to take it from the top this time, like with the original question that you asked me, which was me being the yeah. It's all right, bud. Take your time. How long is this stream going to be, by the way? I mean, I haven't got to go anywhere. I just wondered. Well, I mean, if you still want to do an hour, it's fine by me. I mean, like I can make it work. I haven't got anything on my books right now, except for you. I'm looking at your. By the way, did you design the background graphic for the video? It's really nice. Huh. Okay, so they still can't hear me. They can hear me. Awesome. Brilliant. Hello. We're back. Apparently they heard me. Can you still hear me now, guys?
Hang on, guys, is that better?
Hello, this is Jackal. Can everyone hear Jackal? Hello. That's me. Hey, hi there.
Sorry about that, guys. As you saw, technical difficulties. This is what happens when you've been ill and you've had to kind of do last minute preparation for a live stream, even though everything else had been prepared already. Do apologise about that. Hopefully, we didn't say anything. We didn't realise that we were all sorted on there. Anyway, well, yeah, we'll just get past that. I do apologise.
If they heard anything, it was just me rambling to myself while you hit buttons.
Yeah, pretty much just trying to work out what was going on, and then as soon as I switched the thing to listen through my headset, it all worked. So, yeah, we'll deal with it.
Let's take it from the top.
Yeah, but that means having to stop the live stream, and then we want people to watch it right from the beginning, all the way through to the end, and we want to make it as long as possible. And no, we're not going to do that at all. As you guys heard. You might not have heard. We're making this one quite an easy, short one. Even though the actual length of our live stream is going to be probably about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. The actual content of it is going to start now. I'm going to do like a mini Slater thing, how they do in movies and whatnot. And we'll do like a timestamp when we're promoting it after the fact, so that people can jump straight to this point. So we're going to mark 1 hour and 1 minute and 15 seconds. We're at 25 seconds, just for a few seconds, and then we'll get that sorted.
I'm told that your mic is very loud compared to mine. I don't know if that's improved it, but I've tried to boost it a bit.
And I'll see if I can just reduce mine a moment.
is where we could have really used a third person to monitor the audio levels. Well, Jules goes and fiddles with some options and whatnot. How's everybody feeling?
How's this now, guys? Is this any better?
And here's the comparison just to check.
And in fact, that might actually help there as well.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
There we go. Awesome. Brilliant. Right, okay. So let's just get all my screens back up and everything now that everything's all moved. And yeah, brilliant. Right, okay. So what we're going to start off with, first of all, is just a quick demonstration video that we've got. We played it earlier on during our waiting period, just as a little bit of a teaser. But for those that have just joined us, or for those that are just obviously dealing with our technical difficulties and everything, you know, here's just a quick preview, just to show you exactly what's going on. So we're just going to cue that up now, and we'll cut to that now. There we go, that was a short demo there of the QuickBox Pro. So what we're going to do is we're going to just basically hop straight into our install area and just show you basically the basic steps that you'd go through just using one of our test servers here. So yeah, let's go through that. So everyone can see here that I'm logged in currently into just a throwaway server here that I've got. And so there's a couple of things that we want to be doing in order to make sure that you know, our server that we're actually going to be installing QuickBox on is actually going to be all present and correct. And we don't want it to obviously cause any conflicts or anything like that. So the first thing we're going to do is run a command that is going to allow us to update our server with any security updates or anything like that. So it's an apt-get update command that we're going to run. So I'm just going to quickly grab that and paste that in, just like so. We do actually have a fantastic guide in terms of the standard installation on this. This is running Ubuntu 18.04. We do support 60.04 Ubuntu, as well as Debian 9 and Debian 10. So, you know, we've got guides on how to do this and everything. So, you know, it's really simple to follow. So on this one, we just then hit enter and then we'll just let it run its thing.
Sorry to interrupt, Jules. Just to let you know, buddy, your voice keeps cutting in and out periodically.
Right. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, is that any better at all? If people can confirm. Just like to see if people can confirm if they can hear me at all. I'm just going to keep talking just for the moment and just see if you can hear me. Just waiting for that. Just for some form of confirmation, if you can hear me, please. Perfect. There we go. Okay, awesome. Brilliant. Right. Okay, Jackal, I think you should be good now. Can we just have an audio still hit and miss? That is really strange. 1 second. Is that any better at all? Is that any better at all? Let's just get this up. Is that any better at all? Let's get some confirmation.
I'm just going to talk so I can actually hear myself on the stream. 1 second.
Yeah, perfect. So if you guys can hear me, that would be fantastic. Just trying to see if we can make any more adjustments to our setup here.
I've just increased my microphone volume. I hope that's better.
That's
as max it can go, though.
Yeah, I'm just... Sorry guys, if you could hear that, I was just trying to adjust the volume on my headphones there. Just trying to get everything... as as loud as possible, just to make sure that everyone can hear me.
Lovely. Much better, apparently.
Yeah, not for me though, unfortunately. That was way too loud. Okay, alright, there we go. Hopefully we haven't ruined that too much there. Okay, so we went through the update procedure there. So now, as you can see, if I just quickly scroll up, it's downloaded all the various updates there, and it's removed things as well, and basically just cleaned up the install and everything, which is absolutely fantastic. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be typing in a particular series of commands. I need to quickly change a setting because my control is my button for the push to talk on Discord. And that's really strange, and I need to change that. Okay, Jackal, you should be able to hear me now?
Yep.
Awesome, right, okay, just realised I've been talking and you haven't been able to contribute whatsoever, and you probably couldn't hear what I was saying. So,
correct, sir.
Yeah, indeed. Just thought about that, so hopefully we've now got that sorted. So, I was just explaining that we're going to be moving on to a series of commands that's basically going to move our directory to the root directory, download a copy of QuickBox, and then also it's going to allow us to basically set up a username, a password, and it's at this point is where we would enter in our API key. So what I'm going to quickly do is I do have a command there, which is fantastic. I'm just going to set it up here so that we can show you on screen. So if you bear with me a moment, just need to grab our throwaway key that we are using. Again, this is what happens when you get unexpected problems and it throws things off track. So just for those that are joining us, because I can see we're now on to 15 viewers, which is fantastic. I'm Gilles, joined by Jackal today. We're going through... Hello. We're basically going through a kind of like a basic guide or a really, really standard how to install QuickBox Pro. Just talk about kind of some benefits. Why would you want to go to Pro versus Community and things like that. So we're just going through our initial... install phase. We'll talk about various things. If you've got any questions though, you can use the chat and we'll be able to answer your questions for you. In addition as well, we are also on Discord, so don't forget to join our Discord channel. The link is in the scrolly bar thingy, which is in the lower right hand corner of your screen. And so yeah.
You require support. Discord is your place to go if you get stuck.
100%, yeah. It's absolutely the place to go. So yeah, so let's bring this command in. So I'm actually going to do this one line at a time. So as I mentioned, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the directory to the root directory. And we're going to hit enter on that one. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to download a copy of QuickBooks Pro to this directory here. We're also going to give it the correct permissions here using this chmod line of code here. Going to hit enter, wait for that. And then finally now we're going to basically run this script and it's going to allow us to set everything up. So what we're going to do is we're going to use that and then we're going to use this. So as you can see here, I've got the commands here of the full stop and then the backslash, /QB Pro. And then it's the variables here. So the -U there is for the username. I've just called it QB. And then the -P is for the password. Again, I've just called it QB. This is again a throwaway server. And then we've got our API key here, and that's the -K there. So what we're going to do is hit enter. Drum roll. And there we go. So this is now it's starting to get installed. So as you can see here, it's running some system updates. It's checking through basically to see if it needs to download any dependencies. For example, if it needs to download unzip, unrar, things like that, it's going to do this part here for us. So this bit might take a moment or so. So just be aware that it might just take a while. Jacko, are we getting anyone reporting my voice still going in and out?
No, but we are getting reports of echoing from me. I think that's because I had to boost my mic, so I'm picking up you through my headset. But so far, no complaints about you going in and out, so I think we're sorted on that.
Fantastic, no worries. Okay, brilliant. So as you can see here, it's still just going through those updates. This can take anywhere from a couple of seconds to a couple of minutes. It's all dependent on your internet speed, where your server is, and obviously your disks as well. So this hopefully shouldn't take too much longer, and we'll be able to pick up. You could try and steal the key. I've seen that comment. I don't know if you've just seen that one.
Yes, your voice is still going in and out, apparently.
I do.
And actually, this is a great time to bring up the way the APIs work, actually, with that comment. Whenever an API is activated, it is activated to the IP of the server, and so can only be used on that server until it's deactivated via the account. So you can move your API from one server to another, but you have to deactivate the key on one server before you can move it. So if you tried, it wouldn't work. Your voice going in and out is not as bad, but it is still happening.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
It could be just the fact that you are the one streaming everything right now, and what if the server has a dynamic IP? It's very unlikely with a dedicated server, to be honest.
Yeah, if it's a dedicated server, you're going to always have a static IP. If you're setting this up as like a home appliance, the very first thing that you'd want to do, if you've built yourself like a mini server box, for example, so you've got all your parts and everything, first thing you want to do is give that particular device a dedicated IP address. Otherwise, it's not gonna it's not gonna work, unfortunately. Apparently, there's also some clicking and clacking noises. That's from when I've been typing. Um, Again, I can only apologise about this. Um, Hopefully, at least you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. I don't know why my audio is fading in and out, unfortunately. I'll have to do some testing at another point, unfortunately. Um, we'll continue to do our best here anyway. So as you can see here, we're now at the next step here where it asks us to enter in a host name. As you can see at the top, or actually as you might have seen as I've been typing in commands, this server is ironically called Thanos, so we're going to call it Thanos. So the next thing is going to ask us for our IP address. This is our static IP address, so we're just going to type that in now. Hit enter is going to ask us if we want to block public trackers. I always recommend doing this. I always want to block public trackers. So do yes. If you are going to be using public trackers, then obviously just type in N for no. And then this is just a confirmation. This is a unique key that gets generated that we need to type in every time we install QuickBox. So we're going to hit enter. And the API has now activated, so it's now doing the setup. So as you can see, it's now going through. It's looking at everything here, and it's starting to install everything. So we've got the adding sign keys for MariaDB and PHP 7, which is fantastic. So as you can see, it will go through. And again, this bit might take a while. This bit might take, again, a couple of seconds to a couple of minutes. Again, all depending on internet speed and disk space as well. So whilst we're just waiting for this to install before we move on to the next bit, Jackal, obviously you've come on board here, particularly into the support side of things, to help our users that are using a community version of QuickBox. You've then obviously spent some time working with the QuickBox Pro side of things. What has been your experience with that?
Well, I'd say it's obviously a lot more streamlined with Pro. I mean, that goes without saying. I mean, you just have to look at the major differences between the two versions. But I'd say the best thing about Pro over Community and working with it is having that support there for the unexpected, or having the latest packages, and even sometimes something that isn't necessarily out to the mainstream, say version 3 of Sonar. You can get that in Pro right now, and it doesn't come with Community. And you could install it with Community, but it's a lot of hassle, whereas Pro takes out a lot of the nitty-gritty when it comes to Linux. You can just click buttons and it just all works.
And that's what you want out of something like this. For me, I will be the first to admit I am not a Linux expert at all. I don't
Testify to that, don't
Yeah, indeed. I know enough that I can get by. I can do things like installations and things like this. And I've really, and I've really got into a position where, because of QuickBooks, I've learned basically a new operating system, and troubleshooting techniques in terms of Linux and in terms of QuickBooks, and looking at managing things and having to think laterally in terms of, well, this software is integrating into this software, and then this does this, and setting up the perfect and easiest setup. And
I think the knowledge base helps a lot with that, because if you do run into a problem, obviously you can go to Discord, but with the knowledge base there, it's an opportunity to teach yourself. And I've found that like a lot of the usual small problems you may run into, like an app won't install, it could literally be just one command away to fix it, and it's in that knowledge base, you'll find it.
Absolutely, and that's how my journey started off. I was, as you know, I was writing all of the knowledge-based articles, because back in the day, the stuff that we had was it wasn't user-friendly. It was targeted at those that knew Linux and knew.
It was also mainly in the forums when you come down to finding individual problems. Like, especially if you go back now and you're looking for an issue in community, you'll find most of them are posted via the community forums. Whereas if you're looking for a problem with Pro, it's probably already documented. Or let's say you want to add a new user and you can't find the command, it's all documented in that knowledge base, easily searched, etc.
Yeah, 100%, completely agree with you. It is all there, and that's what we would want. So yeah, we had a question in the chat earlier on about using a domain name instead of an IP address. Absolutely, we offer a DNS service. So just for $5, you just pay that. We provide you with a QuickBox domain that you can use, and we'll tie that to your IP address, as long as that IP address is a public one. And then you, instead of accessing it through a particular domain, instead of accessing it through the IP address, you would access the dashboard actually through the domain itself. And that also works when you're outside of your home network and everything, which is really fantastic. So for me personally, I'm out and about quite a lot, and whilst I do run my media server and everything, I've got quite a few users that watch content on there. And if I suddenly get a request for a particular TV show or a particular movie or something, I can add it on the fly. It's that kind of thing. When your sister or your mum texts you going, "Oh, Strictly's on tonight. Can you make sure it's going to be on Plex?" It's that kind of thing, and that's why I like having the domain instead of just having the IP address, because then 100% that one, you're going to be protected and your IP address isn't obviously directly in the public, and two is it's just that ease of access, remembering a domain name. I can't even talk. This is funny. Domain name instead of a IP address. So there's lots of benefits there in terms of using that side of things. Just very quickly, whilst we're on the topic of our services, we can. We've got a lot of services that we do offer. We've got an R-Clone service. We've got a automation service that's coming up. We've got something else that we're going to announce at some point in the near future as well. We've also got a server maintenance. We've got full packages on there. We've got lots on there and everything. And so, yeah. Okay, so this is still installing. It's taking its time, isn't it, Jackal?
Well, I'm not sure what hardware that test is on, but if it's the Thanos that I think it may be, it could be that it's having trouble getting through to the network.
Yeah, probably. I
had a trouble on my personal server earlier, and I think it's a DNS thing.
Okay, yeah, I see. Well, at least it's installing quite nicely there and everything. So, well, whilst this is installing, why don't we just play a quick video and just show you what the dashboard looks like, because we're not going to be able to demonstrate that today, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll play that video for you now, and we'll come back and hopefully we'll have a little bit more progress. Okay, thank you very much for that. So, as you can see, during the our little advert break there, you can see that it's now finished all of the steps. As you can see, it's just got a few there, and as you can see, it's now set up everything. So we've now got new ports for both FTP and also our SSH session there. It's going to ask us to reboot, and we absolutely do want to reboot the server. So we're going to reboot that. And that's it. Now rebooting there. So as I say, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate the dashboard there, unfortunately. It looks like we've actually run into another issue here, which I can only apologise about that. I am trying to look at seeing if we can get this sorted, but it doesn't look like we can. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to postpone the rest of our session, just because we've had so many issues and everything. I think what we'll do is we'll come back at another point and we'll reschedule and we'll advertise that in the future and see if we can get something better around there. So I do apologise. I do appreciate you joining us though. As I say, we should hopefully in the future get all the technical issues sorted. So I do apologise about that. But thank you very much for joining us, and please enjoy the rest of your days, evenings, nights, mornings, however you're watching this.
Take care, people.